Alright, it's day number 76 of my talking in front of the camera, trying to enhance my ability to speak English and improve my colloquial English. And today I'm going to answer some questions about environment. And I want to finish this video as soon as possible because I do have 35 degrees outside and I would like to take off this t-shirt, but I can't do this until I finish this video. So I would like to do it faster than usual because it's so hot. I swear I can't imagine I have, after recording this video, I have to go to the gym, and I hope I won't die there. Alright, so let's talk about the environment. Is pollution a problem in your hometown? Now, usually, by the way, usually pollution is the problem of like big cities with a bunch of cars, a bunch of factories that do something, and as a result, the pollution are thrown, like, now the pollution is thrown into the sky, you know. But in my town, I don't live in a huge city. It's kinda not really a big town, so I have no different factories here. Factor, fuck, I don't remember. Wait. Factories, yeah. Alright, I don't have any factories here, and there are not a lot of cars, and there are enough nature, like a bunch of trees and different kind of nature. So my hometown, like, don't have such a problem as pollution. Alright, do you do anything in your daily life to help the environment? To be honest, I don't really think so. I remember previously when I was living in Ukraine, I like just pick up the garbage and throw it in the trash. You know, for example, I am walking in the street with my friends, and if we see some small garbage on the floor, we can pick up it and throw in the trash, because in Ukraine we had more troubles with such garbage on the street than now I can observe in Belgium. So there's no such problem, and so I just don't know how can I help in this case. So I don't really think that I help someone, not someone, somehow in my daily life, like the environment. Alright, is recycling a common practice in your country? Yeah, it's really ubiquitous, even if you are talking about Ukraine, Belgium, no matter. But in Belgium, it's more strict. You have necessarily to do this, to sorting, you know, to sorting the garbage, like there are plastics, there are paper, there are something else, and yeah, recycling is something really ubiquitous. Even I remember I saw a bottle of cola, and I saw an inscription, like it was made like from 100% of recycled plastic, something like this. So yeah, it's something ubiquitous in my country. All right, have you ever taken part in a cleanup activity or environmental camping? Yes, I remember. It wasn't like my desire, to be honest, but I definitely did it. I remember when I was in the school, several times per year we had such assignment to when we went outside to help somehow uh, our environment to clean up a bit, um, to make our surrounding cleaner, you know. So I definitely did it, but I didn't like it, you know. But it was, of course, it was useful for my surroundings. So yep. All right, let's move on. And part two, describe an environmental problem in your country. You should say what the problem is, where it is happening, what causes it, and explain what could be done to solve it. Uh, Alright, to be honest, I have no idea what kind of environmental troubles are in Belgium, because the country is pretty clean. Only it's probably in the capital of the Belgium, like in the Brussels, it's possible to face some garbage on the street. But generally, I don't know. I don't see any problems with related to environment, and if you know, it's just related not only to garbage. It also could be problem with animals if they have no place to live. A lot of animals outside without any food, for example. You know, I guess it's also environmental problem. And if the water is dirty and it's impossible to consume that water, for example, fishes can't live inside such water because of pollution. And there are a lot of different there are a lot of different potential problems, but I just don't know about them, so I just can't tell what kind of problem is there, and moreover, how to solve it. If I don't know about the problem, how can I know how to solve it? You know, so let's move on to the next question. So let's talk more about environmental responsibility and solutions. How are environmental problems dealt with in your country? Dealt with in your country? Oh, I don't know. I swear, like there are some people who, from time to time, clean up different places from the garbage. Also, for example, that I really know, one of the brightest memories in my mind, when I was a kid, and we arrived to the river with my parents, and it was pretty. It was in a lake, you know, like pretty big lake, and there were a lot of people. So it was something common when they decided uh, to camping there, or to stay for several days with their tents. With their tents. Am I right? No, let me check. Yeah, tents. With their tents, and usually some of people decided just to throw some garbage around them in the nature, and it was bad, so the law became stricter about that, and we got several signs there with warning that if you are going to throw some garbage, and if you want keep place the clean after you're living there, for example, then you will have to pay like will be a penalty, yeah, it will be just penalty. What? Or penalty? penalty, alright? So you just have to pay penalty, and as a result, it affected a bit positively because there weren't so much garbage after that. And yeah, it's kind of one of the possible attempts to struggle somehow with the environmental issues as pollution, you know. I just don't know, is this counting like pollution when the garbage is thrown all over around you? Or the pollution is only about sky, about water? I'm not sure about that. Alright, let's move on. What can be done to make people recycle more often? I don't know, usually the person is a biological organism that is pretty lazy. And when you allow to do it to the person continue neglect some rules, some necessary some things that is necessary to be done. And I guess the law must be more stricted about this, about recycling, and if you don't do this, you are getting penalty. If you continue neglect the rule, you are getting higher penalty, and as a result, we will get outcome that it will be easier to I guess it's sorting the garbage. Yeah, I was right. I just was thinking probably sorting is like a wrong word. I wasn't sure about it. So, and as a result, the person will come up with an idea that it will be easier to sort the garbage instead of just neglect the rule, because the consequences won't be really positive. Yeah, it's probably one of the possible not like attempts but ways to struggle with such problems. All right, what is the most pressing environmental problem today in your opinion? Pricing, it's kind of just, yeah, it's kind of relevant. All right, to be honest, I can't say that I'm a person who didn't learn anything about environmental problems, so I definitely know about some issues, but I'm not sure that I definitely know about pricing environmental problems. So in my opinion, there are a problem with pollution in the sea, in the oceans, and it's kind of so bad because as a result there are less, not even mention about places to not to rest, but to create a place for, I don't know, for vacation, you know, like, and not to mention about not to mention even about such problems. First of all, we have to care about fish, about such animals who's living inside the water. And it's very important because when we neglect some rules, when we don't want to care in the moments where can we throw the garbage and we just throw it in the water, as a result we have huge places with dirty water where is a bunch of garbage, and that place isn't not shallow one, but that place is impossible to live for. I don't remember. Let me check on the word. Marine, yeah, marine animals for its name.
Marine.
Yeah, marine animals. Yeah, right. So for marine animals, and I guess it's a huge issue. Also, I don't know, like there are a lot of problems with fire in the forest when people neglect the rules and continue using fire in forests without mm, let me check one more word. Carelessly, yeah, carelessly. They continue using the fire carelessly. As a result, it leads to a bunch of fires in the forest, you know, and this is also a huge kind of problem. Also, there are problems with killing animals, and you know, I guess nowadays we have a bunch of pressing environmental problems that we have to solve somehow. But I guess you know, not only government should care about it, people also have to participate, but the government should tell about it more to force this, you know, tell about it more about this kind of issues that we do have in environmental to prevent them, you know, to prevent some impending problems that could be in the future because of our misunderstanding the problem, like this. All right, 17 minutes already, no way. All right, are governments or individuals more responsible for protecting the environment? For protecting the environment? Uh, as I mentioned, I guess still government more responsible for that, because the government come up with kind of rules, different kind of rules with is is the law strict or no, what kind of penalty or uh, punishment, yeah, it's kind of punishment you can get for neglect these rules. And of course there are more people, and only people decide what kind of action they have to take, to make, what kind of actions they have to make. But the government create for us um, not conditions. Bro, this feels so bad when I can remember some words. Yeah, they create a great condition for us to uh, neglect those rules or to follow them. And it's very important in my opinion, because if the law will be stricted, people will follow it better. If governments don't care about it, people also don't care about it mostly, and we have a bunch of problems with our environment. Yeah. I do think young people care more about the environment than older generation. I would say that yes. By the way, yes. It depends on your parents, to be honest, because, uh, for example, I have siblings, and they're pretty younger than me. They're like they don't have a lot of age years. They don't have a lot of years. Bro, I swear, when I have such temperature outside, my brain just melts. I can't think properly. So yeah, I do have siblings, and they never throw the garbage around them. They definitely know that they are trash, and they have to throw it in the trash. If we are at home, they're asking where should they throw this garbage. basic garbage, is this plastic, is this paper, you know? So the young generation um, won't do these things to continue make our environment dirtier, for example. I mean about pollution, uh, because if their parents, for example, taught them that you can't do that, but older people also, it depends on their perception. If they guess that, oh, I am the only person who's doing that, it it won't change anything if I'm gonna follow the rules and throw the garbage in the trash. So I don't care, I can throw it everywhere, you know. And if the person is with such mindset, of course, whether you are a kid or old person, anyway you are going uh, to do bad things, you know. So I don't think that it really depends on the age, younger, older you are, no matter. It depends on your altitude and on your behavior. Alright, it's all for today. I don't know, 21 minutes. I didn't really expect that I'm going to talk about it so much, but I can't even speak really fast, and I'm wet a bit now because of sweat, and this brought is possible 35 degrees outside. I wanna die. And also, even my haircut can't be proper because I'm constantly uh, sweating, and it makes my haircuts wrong. Alright, so no problem, and I hope see you tomorrow. Yeah, because I'm dying. And also, yeah, also I need to learn more vocabulary, because there are some words that I don't know, don't remember, especially don't remember for a bunch of words. I don't know why, I just can't remember. In my mind, I realized that, wait, I know this word, but I can't remember. Alright, that's all for today, and see you next time.